Whoa, whoa, whoa. For Mary, what's up? Just started this painting. We're going to see how far we can get tonight. Nah, fuck that. We're going to finish it. I ain't going to see. We're just going to do it. Ooh. Hello, hello. Getting the paint poured. Just started this painting. Hello, hello. Hey, Angelica. Hope you're doing good. Whoa, I got an echo. I'm not going to echo. Thanks for checking out my artwork. I'll be on here for the next hour or so. And we may or may not have an auction. It depends on y'all, but we'll see. I'm excited to paint, though. I need to paint this painting. And that's a big deal right now because I have an art show this week. And I need to get some work done. So we're going to do a little Happy Trees. Some Bob Ross up on this piece. Get this going out. Going out to the swamp next week. What's up, Amber? Hope you're having a good Sunday evening. Back here doing my Bob Ross. My best Bob Ross impersonation. What up, Liberarian? Thanks for checking out the artwork. Everything in here at my store is hand painted, acrylic on canvas. This painting I just started recently, like 20 minutes ago. Some chill Sunday night landscape vibes.
I'll throw something in. Huh? What was that mile? Oh no, I'm perfect stuff. Husband and I both do at the same time. So like, it's so funny. Dad's the one doesn't have to get the children. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, well, that's probably liquid. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I didn't see it. I saw it at the end. That's right. Okay, because I'm gonna there we go is what I think
What up? What up? Hope everybody's having a good day. The perfect mix. The perfect mix. What's the perfect mix? Rum and coke? No. Whiskey and coke? Whiskey and beer? Weed and mushrooms? What's your perfect mix? If you could have a mixture of two things, what would they be? Hey, what's up, bro? Thanks for checking out the work. I'm just the artist here on Whatnot. Barbara Florentine, how you doing? Thanks anybody stepping in the room just to check out the work. Hey, this painting just started. It's going to be a swamp landscape I'm doing for an art show in next week in Florida. So I'm just getting ready for the art show. Also, if you want to just buy right now, we can do an auction. And I'm open to that too. But, otherwise, we're chilling. Hanging out, watching paint. Get them swamp trees and North Florida swamp trees. They all they look like bells. They go out the end and they just have those big old, you know what I'm saying? Like the freaking, looks like they have bell bottoms for trunks. I love it. And then this is gonna be like a big knob. Well, they got these knob root things at the base sticking out. I never seen anything like it, so I went to North Florida and did some festivals out there at this place. I'm going next week. Spirit of Swanee, Live Oak, Florida. Look like some swamp stuff. One tree at a time. I hope these trees are the happiest freaking trees. Not just happy, but excited. Jose of 833, what's up? Thanks for coming back. Check out the art. We out here. New painting, new day. You know how we do around here. We be painting every day. I try to do paint every day, As an artist, I feel like it's important to keep up with your practice. Painting is a practice. It's almost like a meditation practice. You just gotta keep doing it. Like how you get so good at like paint all the time, every day. That's all. That's all I did. I was like, oh well. If I was a professional painter, it would be like a professional athlete. So what do? Practice a lot, all the time. Train, 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 train. So for me, that just means I get to paint paintings all the time. Cool with me. If that's my training, fuck it. Train me up. Yo, what's up, guys? Threads by Armani. Oh my goodness, we have a celebrity appearance, celebrity cameo in the building. What's up, Armani? Stanky Danky. What's up, Stanky? How y'all doing? Hope you're having a beautiful Sunday night. I just started this swamp painting. It's a little swamp piece. Things getting swampy here in the studio already, as you've seen. You want to see something cool, Armani? I want to show you. What's up? I want to show you something cool. I've been working on these little swamp paintings, and oh shit, I gotta turn everything on and shit. Put on all the bells and whistles. But I did this guy, right, for the swamp, and then check it out without the light on. It's got a secret. Look at these secrets. Hold on, I gotta do my trick. All right, you ready? Hold on. Sorry, I'm silly. All right, now I can do it. Ready? Are you ready? You get it. All right, ready? You like that? You like that? Look at that. Ooh. Wow. Be fucking them kids up, bro. You show them this painting and be like, I don't even understand. So we got that one. I'm working on this one because I just started, so it's gonna be the same thing. The secret question mark. And then we got this guy, which you can kind of see this one. I didn't do this one so secret. This is my first one. I think it's still good though, but Meow! So we got two swamp pieces, and then this is going to be the third one. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to paint a new swamp piece that we might just auction off here on Whatnot. Now, if you really want to buy this painting from me, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. I ain't opposed to selling it to you, but yeah, that's what I've been working on. Swamp vibes. Hope everybody's chilling. Sunday fun day. Making some big plans over here for this weekend. Mary, what's up? Trying to pack my house and move, but needed to escape. Got you. Hacking is so much work. Moving is one of the hardest things you gotta do as a human. I feel like it's like psychological and physical work all in one. So I feel that. And we basically have to move all of our stuff. You know, I got a job as a mover whenever I was a kid. When I was 17. And I'm really glad I got that job. It was life knowledge. I didn't have it for long, like most jobs, except this one. This is the only job I've had for longer than a fucking. Is that hilarious? I could never keep a job until I got this job. What does that tell you about me? Trust me, I was always working. Don't get me wrong. I was never unemployed. I was always making money, but like legit like jobs. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Dang, yeah, I feel that. I'm an on and off order myself. Depends on what we're talking about, right? Comes to art stuff and festival supplies. I've been known to keep my share. Like, do I really need this? Will I ever use this? Well, guess what? I needed those tents that I threw away. I need them this weekend. We need to come up on some tents, baby. Not canopies, but actual physical, like dome tents, big dome tents. Yep. You're like, no, but it's memories. And you're like, yeah, you have that memory in your head. Get rid of that thing you're never going to use. It's going to sit there and take a picture. No. But we have a pretty big memory chest, you know. We got kids and it's just a thing. But what are you ever going to do with that stuff, really? Eventually someone else is going to have to throw it away. That's the real truth of all your memory stuff. You ever going to sit there and Memor? You remember when? You remember? Just sit there and remember forever. Like just sit there. Oh, remember this. Remember that. You remember? Alright, I gotta paint some shit, guys. I feel like I'm slacking. I'm not giving y'all a show. I'm trying to put on a performance here on Whatnot. Just drip some paint on my ass. Things are getting wild over here. Paint all over my legs over here. Whoa, Chris. It is a wetland. You are correct. Nailed it. Just like that show. We're going up to Live Oak, Florida next week. I'm doing an art show out there. Music festival art show / fucking party in the swamp. And I'm just trying to get some pieces ready, get the show ready, get the vibe, get my life ready. You know what I'm saying. Have fun at Wani, yeah. Tipper and Friends is the festival. Swanee Music Park is the spot. And thank you. I am fucking stoked to go back to my homeland. Spirit Lake is where I was born. When I was a little tyke, they looked into that old lake and they saw baby like kind of just creeping out of the swamp right there at the Spirit Lake in Swanee. And then they realized it was just like some random swamp baby. That was me. That's how I was born. Ended up, just feral kid running around Swanee Music Park as just a little toddler, and grew up going to hippie music festivals and bluegrass and all that bullshit. And eventually, when they brought EDM to Swanee, when I grew older, I realized I wanted to be a live painter, and the rest is history. What's up? I Valero. I was just giving everybody a little biography about how I started becoming an artist as a young kid. It's complete bullshit, but it's still fun to talk about. I'm not really an artist. I'm trying to figure it out though. If anybody has any tips on how to become an artist, I am all ears because I'm still trying to understand what you do. Like, do you paint or do you sell your art or do you make content or book shows? Like, which of these things are you supposed to do as an artist, as a professional artist? Should you just paint all the time and everybody, you should pay someone to do all that other stuff, or should you do all that other stuff too? Or is your job really just selling the art and painting's just like how you get your product? Like, what is the process of becoming an artist? They never outlined it for me in fucking become an artist school, that I went to. They were just like, find your concept, feel the passion, Chris. And I'm like, that doesn't help me sell anything. But you can help me. Hey, it looks like a fisheye lens. That's what I was going for. You guys are the best. Man, if I could only show you all the paint I just rubbed all over my leg because I dropped a big clump on my knee, it looks like I pooped myself. Nice visual there, right? Thanks for the fisheye lens comment. That's what I was doing. A little fisheye. Hey, something's fishy here. I missed that. That was a total dad joke opportunity. I fucked up. Sorry. Please forgive me. I will not miss those dad joke opportunities in the future. Something's fishy here about this painting. Arr! I'm also a pirate. My full-time job is a pirate, and then when I don't pirate around and pirate things, I paint things. So I'm a painter pirate. And so instead of, the old parrot on the shoulder, I have a what? Fill in the blank. All right, if you could tell me that as a painter pirate, I need something on my shoulder besides a parrot. I'm a painter pirate. What would I have on my shoulder as a painter pirate? Can anybody guess? All right, no, I got a better one. Love me a good dad joke. This is a better one. If I don't know if everybody get this joke. I'm not gonna say it. Thanks. Welcome to Dad Jokes with Chris. We're over here painting on the side. And dad joking in the foreground. I love the swamp because there's all these little stump things that stick out of the ground, like right in front of the right at the base of the trees. Their roots kind of stick up out of the water, and then they put all these little guys. This is probably looking pretty strange right now, but it's cool because I mean, y'all obviously get it, but there's like a major layer that's missing on this that really defines the whole freaking, water and not underwater thing, or not a reflection thing. So this is obviously like a mirror image, if you know what I'm going for. But once I put in this other layer, that's the magic. This one layer that I'm really excited to put it. Not there yet. I'm almost there. So if you're watching for a while, I'm gonna be here for another 20, 30 minutes on this painting, trying to get it done. Because you know what I'm saying? We got to get things done around here. And if you hang out or if you come back 20, 30 minutes, you might see a full painting finished. This one is, I'd say we're almost like 40, 50% there, actually, believe it or not. But, and then, you could pre-bid on this painting if you really wanted to try to buy it. We might run an auction for it. If the pre-bid gets high enough, we might not. And I might just take it to Swanee and sell it there. But if you're real interested, I'm not opposed to seeing about an auction tonight. Obviously, you want to see gauge the interest, feel the vibe. And my store is always open, so you're definitely welcome to check out the store. We got stuff in there, live artworks. All the paintings were painted with acrylic paint on canvas, and we got most of them painted live at, different music events that we tour around the country and go to. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Swampy swamp. Call me Swamp Thing. A long time ago, I was in a swamp. A swamp just like this. Zalanga Ulix. What's up? Did I say that right? I sure hope I did, because I tried. Usually I fuck up names, but I feel like I nailed it. I could be wrong, though. Thanks for stepping in. Alan, okay. I get it. Alan G. You. I felt like I nailed it. Totally off. Oh my God. Hilarious. I fucked that up so bad. What's up, Alan? Hope you're doing good. I get it now. Now it makes sense. Thanks for stepping in and check out the art. I just started this guy almost an hour ago, about 45 minutes, and getting ready for an art show in the swamp. Thanks. Yeah, I'm going for like a fisheye. I'm about to put all these like. Don't tell anybody it's a secret. I'm about to put all these lily pads in, and it's gonna make it pop, make everything actually make sense. Still kind of 40-50% there. We'll get it though. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I am down in the deep south. Now, I'm from Houston, Texas. I currently live in South Carolina, and I'm doing a show in Live Oak, Florida next week. That's what this painting's for. Unless someone buys it from me here on Whatnot, then I'll just paint another one. No. But yeah, I love Florida. I lived in Florida for a long time too, and I go to Florida a lot for music festivals at Swanee Music Park. The Bougie Crafter, thanks for coming back. Who is John Galt? Hey, John, appreciate y'all both coming back, Bougie Crafter and John Galt, and checking out the art. Again, my return visitors, I always appreciate y'all just popping in, seeing what I'm working on. Y'all know I paint a lot. See what's new today. It's a swamp. You may have guessed it. Yeah, you nailed it. Swamp vibes. Nice. Yeah, Swanee Music Park. We're doing a big festival there. Not actually, it's not too big compared to what they do. They do some big things there. It's probably only like 5,000-10,000 people max, but it's called Tipper and Friends with some weird electronic music and a bunch of friends. I've been there every year, and I'm a live. We have an art gallery set up. I'm one of the painters in the gallery, so I get to feature my work in the gallery, and I'm gonna be live painting at the show, like set up out there, which they do that a lot, which is cool. I'm stoked. Next week it starts on Friday, really. Friday, Saturday, and a little bit of Sunday. Should be a pretty good time. Some weird music and a bunch of really nice people. Essentially, it's one of the best ways to describe it. Like, everybody's super chill for the most part, and the music's very interesting. Just say that. Nothing crazy, just like spacey, psychedelic, electronic music, that kind of thing. It gets a little psychedelic, if you know what I mean. It's Bicycle Day. Do you know what Bicycle Day is? That's the vibe. Let's say that. It's the Bicycle Day vibe. You can Google Bicycle Day if you need to, and that's totally cool. I'm not tripping. Not everybody rides bicycles. I like to ride my bike once in a while. Yeah, dude, come through. And if you do, come say what's up to me. You'll see me live painting there at the show, like in the main, during all the main music and stuff. They'll have a bunch of painters up and look for Morphous art. It'll say, I'll have a sign on my easel and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a good old time. I ain't gonna lie. I've been there 3 years, 4 years now for this festival. I go to Halloween every year there for Halloween time. During Halloween time, I'm there every year, and then I also come there for Tipper and Friends, which is more around this time every year. Things are getting real swampy in this painting, though. Let's take a moment and just think swamp. Thank the swamp for existing. You inspire me, swamp. Hey, everybody. Jane Hall 85338. What's the 85338, Jane? I want to know. You don't have to tell me for real, though, if it's like, your social security number and your freaking your security lockbox code to get into secret documents to the Pentagon and all that. But I would like to know if it's something silly, because I think it's funny that people put their numbers, and if I think the idea is funny that if people put numbers on their name and it's something very like secret, like that they, like a secret code, but they're just like, yeah, I just put that for everything. But you're like walking around with your freaking, pin number to your debit card. No, that would be stupid. I know that's not it. Sorry, I got really baked before I did the show, but I hope you got really baked before you watched me paint, because that's the best way to watch it. Noah, Fluffy Nose. Good to see you again, Fluffy Nose. Always like to see a fluffy nose. Nothing like a good fluffy nose. I like my nose fluffed. The thing is, I have a husky, and he's my big fluff. And while his nose isn't fluffy, he makes my nose fluffy because his hair is everywhere and it gets all in my fucking face. And I'm like, you fucking know. He's my baby. I love him. Side note, huskies are the most annoying dogs on earth. Well, maybe not. I guess a little dog might be more annoying to me. Let's be real. I might not like that. I don't. I like medium to large. I'll take a little cat. My dog got to be big. Hope everybody likes swamps or landscapes or painting in general. Happy Sunday. Listen to some crazy ambient music back here. Getting ready for Tipper. And friends. A bunch of my friends coming out to the swamp this weekend. Next weekend. So you're like, what? This weekend? Yeah, this weekend's over. This weekend, I got a bunch of stuff done in my house, which I'm really excited for. Did some gardening today. A little late. I wish I had already started my garden last week, but 2 weeks ago is what it is. I got to be on Whatnot. Just kidding. I love being on Whatnot. This is like a very good opportunity for me as an artist, because it gives me a schedule. If I don't have a Whatnot, then I don't have a schedule to wait. I should paint this painting in this, and I don't. It's not. Oh, I should paint this painting right now in this amount of time because you're on a show. It's like, I should paint this painting. Like, oh well. Then you stare at your phone and go down a YouTube rabbit hole and blah blah blah. But like when I'm on a show, I can't do that because my phone's live streaming. So there's no way for me to look at it. Y'all literally take my phone away from me so it can't be a distraction. That's what happens. Y'all realize what you did for me there? Thanks, guys. Y'all are amazing. So many more paintings get created now because of Whatnot, because I can't look at the phone. And then I would just paint. Thank you. So thank you for your support and just looking. Nice. Yeah, I think so too. I've only been on here a month and I've been preaching the good word, my brother. I've been like, what is this? Like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen for artists to use on the live stream. And I live stream on TikTok. Like, I can go live on TikTok right now and talk to, 3, 4 times as many people on the live stream right now. But I would rather go on Whatnot because it's just the vibe. It's a whole different vibe. And there's so much more capability for us here on Whatnot as a platform. Side note, everything in my shop is available. And if you didn't read the show notes, I have show notes right there. And those are written just for you. That's right. I'm talking to you. And yeah, I really need you to check those out because that's some serious business right there. Now, guys, please follow. If y'all want to, send me a message. I'll check out your stuff because I'm also really into all the people on Whatnot and seeing what they have to offer too. So I'd love to connect. And I'm just, I'm new on here, just catching the vibe, and I'm loving it so far. I did a live workshop at an art show on Whatnot, believe it or not, last weekend in Denver. I had a art show there that I was part of, and I did an auction live for like a rolling tray, live painted on Whatnot. And I had a bunch of artists there, and I showed them like how I was using it. And I think I got a couple people convinced. I was telling them already, but then once they saw that, I was like, look, the auction went well. We sold the rolling tray. Speaking of auctions, I love you, Dre Ron Art. Let me follow you right now, bro. Follow. And that's how we do it around here. I love artists on Whatnot, and I'm trying to check y'all out too. Um, this painting, I wasn't necessarily going to do an auction tonight, but if anybody's feeling a little bit like they want it, let me know. And if a couple people want it, we could run an auction. Y'all could pre-bid start pre-bidding right here on this little item. Thank you, Whatnot, for making that an option. If I see that pre-bid get up to let's say 100 or so, I see some action on there. We could run it. We could run an auction tonight on this one. But it's still getting built. We're gonna be working on this painting for a little bit now, and I might pop in tomorrow on it. I might do a whole new one tomorrow. Who knows? You never know what I'm gonna do on Whatnot. Oh, nice. Yeah, for sure, J Ron. Check it out. Be take it. Every show is just like a real show in life. It's hit or miss. You're not gonna be like knocking them out of the park when you first get on, but you could. Not saying that's not possible because I've already had some major success on here that I thought people are like, damn, like that. But I think it's just like so you got to be just consistent on getting on here. I think is the biggest part because if it's hit or miss, then you are going to hit sometimes. So just be on here a lot. I guess is the biggest part, and you will sell some things, which is nice. Shout out to anybody who's bought anything so far. Thank you for looking through my shop. If you want to make me an offer, I'm down to hear some offers. Don't think I won't listen to an offer. I love to hear offers. Not only do I love to hear them, I might entertain it. I might say, let's run it, and you can have that at the price you offered me. because I can do that on Whatnot. Again, the power of the app. You can't do that on Instagram. You can't do that on TikTok. You know why those apps need to catch up, or maybe not. Fuck them. Just go on Whatnot. Huh? No. Well, is anybody really a pro artist? What's a pro artist for real, right? Yeah, what does that even mean? I've been selling my art for over 15 years at full time job, but still, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I could have to go to fucking work at Amazon or whatever. You know, like who knows? You know, it doesn't really. Even if you sell a painting, right? You're a pro artist. You sell a painting for like $20,000. How long is that going to last you? Then you got to sell another one. You know, like this shit never stops. So it's like you're a pro artist today as long as you want to be a pro artist today. But that means you got to go do what a pro artist does, right? Which means you got to go fucking figure out how you're going to make a living off of your shit every single day. It's not like you oh, I hit the lick and now I'm just paid forever. Like no, even musicians got to do that. You know, you got to figure out how you're going to keep the income coming in. And then once you're really really popular or whatever and you can make a good amount of it, how long is that going to last, right? Cuz that shit doesn't, you know, like trends come and go. And you're part of that as a musician or artist or whatever. So you got to consider that too. It's a wild fucking thing, dude. Sometimes it's like, even after I've done it all this time, it's like, is it is it better to be pro or not? Who knows? Yeah, for sure. And see, commissions are great because commissions are like school. You know, like commissions should teach you what you really want to do with your work and how you really want to express yourself. Um, and it gives you a chance to paint a bunch of different things but like create your own style while you're doing those things. And I did a bunch of commissions, you know, and I at one point created a merchandise company out of my paintings. I started making a bunch of merch and we vended a bunch of festivals and stuff. And so that basically took over any of the all the like time I was putting into commissions I didn't need to do anymore because I could just do that. And so I stopped doing commissions, which was nice, and I could just paint whatever I want. And and that's when I really started understanding like what the purpose of like a pro artist is, you know, because then like say you don't have to do commissions anymore, but you still got to make paintings and sell them and stuff. So you still got to like paint things and just come up with your own ideas, and they've got to sell, and you've got to be able to make like good merch out of it too if you're doing what I'm doing. So there's like, you know, potentially some pressure there to do that. If you, I don't feel too much pressure from it. I feel good. I feel like, you know, you're obviously going to make some mistakes along the way and learn a bunch of shit doing it. So not everything's going to be a banger and blah, blah, blah. But, and then you also got to learn that like the balance between you're not just doing shit for money, right? And really, in fact, that should be the second, you know, reason. Portrait art? Oh man, there's market for any kind of art, bro. It just depends on. It's all the salesman, not the art. The art is only bought because of the experience with the salesman. I think personally, most art is only bought purchased by people because they have an experience, and that experience is either with the salesman, with the person who made it, with you know whoever that is, and that experience is number one. And second is the art for sure. And I mean, yeah. So think about that because it's all about you. It's all about you interacting with people way more than it is about how good the painting is or any of that. Really, I see crap sell every day by people who are fucking fantastic at talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? It don't matter. It does not matter what the painting is of. Literally, just have like fucking scribble on the thing. But if that person is represented well and talk, they talk, you'd be fucking making millions off your scribbles. And we've all seen it. And that's because it's the experience that those people, those buyers are having with the art, with the person, with the whole, experience of buying it and what that status means and stuff. It's not even about the art. So if you can get into the mind of the buyer with that, sorry, everybody on here trying to buy my art. I'm not trying to get in your mind and do this. I'm just talking to my boy here. Yo, Alan, you know. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Appreciate y'all. If anybody really, really thinks that they would want to bid on this painting, like do an auction, I'm gonna wipe you off because I feel like is it foggy? No, it's just a light. If y'all want to bid on this painting, y'all can put a pre-bid here on this. If y'all what's up, Fungi Focus? It's a little swamp painting. If I see that pre-bid get up to, let's say like 133, then I might run it. No guarantees. There's no guarantees in life, just like at Morphosart. The only guarantee is you're gonna be wondering if this is all simulation. That for sure will be the guarantee. And the answer is yes. So don't take it too seriously, guys. Come on. Come on. Everybody took their microdose or whatever. I told y'all before y'all come watch me paint, get your head right. It's the only way to paint or watch paint or do painting. Or wait, what am I talking about? Happy Sunday. Meow. Blessings, my friend. I love you. Fungi Focus. Oh, I bet, dude. I could see that. I could see you having a few clients for that out there in the Navy. They like paint my loved ones because they miss them and they want to send or paint you me to send to my loved ones. Yep. I was honestly I went to I wasn't ever in the armed forces, but I had to go to boot camp. Funny enough, when I was 17. It wasn't the kind of boot camp you choose to go to when you're 17, but it was state regulated, and it kept me out of going to prison. So anyway, the point is, why did I start talking about that? No, I drew a lot of pictures in there, whenever I could, like in my spare time when I was a young kid, hustling a fucking locked up scene, and so I was always painting, like drawing people's, of course, like portraits of them and their loved ones for their family and stuff, just like that. Little back history, guys. Y'all know that? Y'all know that about me? When I was 17 years old, I had to go to Texas State boot camp, felony boot camp, because for marijuana, mind you. I didn't do nothing crazy. Just fucking smoking weed. But I had a ton of it. And then I learned to, and that was my art school. Funny enough, people are like, did you go to art school? And I don't usually tell people, but y'all are my homies, so I'm gonna tell y'all. No, I didn't go to art school. I just got locked up when I was like 17 because in Texas they try you for an adult at 17. You get fucking charged felony shit, real big boy crimes, even though I was in high school still. And I got caught with some weed, man. What? A lot of weed, mind you, but still. And so I just spent every day when I was locked up painting when I was 17, 18 years old. not painting, but drawing. I didn't have paint in there, but I would do a lot. People give me a lot of art supplies, and I was like the artist kid in there, fucking it up. People were buying me all kinds of shit for my art. That was my art school. That's where I learned how to paint. That's where I really. Yeah, I'm just joking. I was always doing it before that. Thanks for listening. Hey, yeah, it's funny how similar our backgrounds could be sometimes, and you realize, oh, that's why we're friends. I do that with a few of my friends. I'm like, start talking about some shit like that. We're like, damn, we have more in common than we think. Like, oh yeah, you went through some shit like that too. Whatever. It made me who I am. I wouldn't take any of it back. Fuck it. I am happy who I am, and thanks, Mom, for turning me in so I could go to prison. And, it made me a stronger person at 17 years old. Art fucked me up in the head for life. I don't know, but either way, the art, the art's turning out. Y'all get the benefit of the art. I love how deep we're getting on this one. So, where are we at with this old freaking swamp forest? I think we're almost to the magic layer. I don't know if y'all are here when I was talking about the magic layer. There's some magic that's about to go down in this painting, and I'm kind of excited about it. Who wants some magic? Can I see some magic in the chat? I want to put my art on your gummies and then eat them. Should I ate one right before this? Hey, if I can see magic in the chat, is there magic in the chat? Can y'all put magic in the chat? If y'all put magic in the chat, I'll do the magic layer. Does anybody want to see the magic layer I've been talking about? It's not real. It's real magic. It's artist magic. It's not like, I'm going to pull a rabbit out of the painting or anything. Nothing crazy. Something like that. Magic! All right. Y'all asked for it. Let's see the magic. The magic trick. This isn't it. Hold on. Y'all caught me off guard. I didn't realize the magic was coming that quick. I thought, nah, they're probably not ready for it. They don't want to see the magic. But apparently y'all do. Apparently y'all like magic. I'm wondering if I should just be a musician. All right, so first the magic trick starts with a simple juggling act, okay? We're just going to do a simple juggling act right here in front of the painting. That was part of it. And I know what you're saying, Chris. That was it. That was lame as fuck. What do you mean? That's your magic trick? No, hold up. I just need 2 more seconds. I think we're almost there. All right, cool. Let's do it. Oh, God. So, this really separates a lot of what's going on here, which I love and I think is really cool. So, let's see what happens when I do it. Or when. What's up? Good thing I'm sitting down. Hilarious. Oh my gosh. This brush. I'm glad glad you're sitting down for this one because I wouldn't. Yeah, take a seat. I don't want you to be caught off guard. This one will get you. It'll get you good. All right. It's really these lily pads that set off the whole painting for me. They they kind of separate the whole thing from the reflection from the stuff above the water, and I love it when they go in. Hey, thanks. See, you see what you're picking up what I'm putting down here? Yeah, I need to make this lily pad bigger, so we're just gonna be like, BAM! That's how I. That's a lily pad sound. BAM! And when you make these lily pads, you need to make the sound effects because the sound effects are really important. So when you make a lily pad, you go BAM! It's like a bass face for a lily pad. Lily pad, and then your lily pads will come out a little bit better if you make the sound. More paint. I need more paint. Is that NYC twang? Yes, I'm from North Yankee, Carolina. No, I'm actually from Houston, Texas. That's where I was born, in Houston, Texas. But I got to New York as fast as I could, which was probably about 25 years later, because that was when I did my first show in New York City. Check it out. One time I did a live show in New York and I got to live paint on stage in Central Park with Dispatch in 2018. I performed in Central Park. That was epic. That was a very monumental moment for me as a performer, as a live painter. And I said, now I'm from somewhere in between Australia and the UK because I performed in Central Park in New York. My accent changes every time I reach a new level of artistry. Look at that big old lily pad right. It looks like Pac-Man kind of. I should put a Pac-Man face on it. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Just put like a little dot right here, and it's just like nom nom, and put like the little things he eats, and then like a ghost chasing him around the swamp. Who wants me to do it? Can I get a Pac-Man in the chat? If I hate doing that shit. Don't even waste your time. But I still would love to see a Pac-Man in the chat. If you can figure out how to do a Pac-Man emoji, I want to see that shit because I've never seen a Pac-Man emoji. I do too. Hey, I feel you. Yes, yes to that. And if you ever see me, I take those as tips. If you ever find me live and you're like, man, I really want to give him a tip, you don't have to give me money. I'll take the DMT card. Well, the magic has been performed, guys. I hope y'all appreciated this lily pad layer. As much as I have, because I appreciate it a hell of a lot. Thank you, lily pads, for making this painting look way better. I think this thing needs some. This thing needs some of this. That was it. That was a spot right there. Whoa, Kenny Wiggins, welcome to Whatnot. Hello, sir. Good evening, and I miss you. You're passing out at Somatica. Cool. Fuck yeah, pass that shit out. Fungi focus. Spread the good word. I miss you so much. How was Dozio, bro? Tell me about that show, man. Yeah, I miss Dozio so much, man. I haven't been able to catch a Dozio show in so long. Different schedules and stuff. And they're right here is the funny part. I live like an hour away from them. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, go check out Papadosio. Papadosio. Kenny, I need the full rundown on the show. Oh, it's Fortunate Youth last night. Oh, that's who you were talking about. Sorry. I'm a fucking stoner. I was like, I didn't think they were in Houston. Yeah, that's right. Fortunate Youth was in Houston. Dan Kelly. I was like, who's Dan? Dude, I'm such a fucking burnout. I hope you feel me though, Kenny. I hope you know that we are one. Holy fuck. Misplaced that information in my head. Yeah, I miss Fortunate Youth. I actually saw them recently at Reggae Rise Up, which was nice. Say hi to them. I love those guys. Please let me make it. Please, bro. There's a lot going on over here. There's tariffs and shit. The whole world's going crazy. And I'm just sitting here on Whatnot painting. Shout out everybody that's watching me on Whatnot. If you're not over here on Whatnot, come over to Whatnot. There's a shop right here. And Kenny, I wrote these show notes for you. Graham Cracker, you know I always love to see you. And check out the show notes because those show notes are very serious. Also, who knows what we're doing tonight? This painting, you, me, an auction, maybe, could be. It's up to y'all. Y'all pre-bid on this painting down here. We got a little item right here. You can pre-bid. If it gets up high enough, we could run it. If not, I'm going to Tipper and Friends next week. That's where this painting could end up. I think you can find a home there too. I'm pretty sure. Shout out everybody that's going to be at Tipper and Friends next week. I'm excited to see y'all. Oh, I will, dude. Love you, Kenny. I will definitely do that for you, Kenny. You better believe it. That's my job. I don't know if you know. Professional rager. Rage! I've got so much rage. I need to go rage it out on the dance floor. I actually don't have any rage, but I will rage for you. I'm feeling very chill right now. Actually, when I'm there, I'm sure I'll be full of energy and feel very rageful. Thinking about it at the moment, it makes me smile. If y'all have never heard of Tipper and y'all are in the chat here, Tipper's a musician. Is actually retiring, and we've been performing at shows with him for. My first show started in 2012 with Tipper. I was live painting on stage with him in North Carolina at Narnia Festival. Living Stoned, what's good? Are we friends, Living Stoned? Because we should be. I think we have a similar mindset. I'm trying to follow you. Let me follow you, Living Stoned. Even just so I can say I'm Living Stoned like that. Smoke them if you got them. And please, guys, if you can, I'm painting right now, so I probably won't be able to smoke till I finish this painting because the guy, my boss, is a fucking dick and he will not let me stop. It's me. But if you could smoke one for me, it's like a dab or something. Just do something to take one for me. It works. I feel it. I know that dude. He's like, bro, I just want to hit a bong rip. No, Chris, get back to work. You gotta fucking paint stuff and make money. Pay bills. Productivity, efficiency. What'd you say, bro? Damn it, Chris. And if you like the sound of this music, by the way, you're a weirdo. But I like you because I am too. And this is what we're going to be jamming next week. This is where we'll be at mentally. You feel me? CCon 365. Hey, thanks, Graham Cracky. I knew you got me. Hey, thanks, Kitty Wiggins. I knew you got me too. I figured. I was just going on a long shot, but I was like, I'm just guessing. Maybe Kenny and Graham Cracker got me. Maybe not. But I thought y'all might. It's 420 somewhere, right? Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. J Ron out, you're back. Made some progress. Nothing crazy. Might have to call it night soon. I got my family here. Might be getting a little late for them. Waking up at 5 in the morning. Funny, I wake up at 5 a.m., but like, I just paint for a living. But everybody else in my house has to do other shit, so I wake up at the same time they do. And I love it, actually. I'll be up getting shit done, already painting by like 8 a.m. I'm like ready, reeling to go. Wanted to put on a live stream. I know no one's up at that time, so I didn't put it on. I'm just fucking painting. Look at that lily pad. Yeah, exactly. I got 2 kids. They're both teenagers, so luckily a little more hands off. Good kids, good grades. They sure do eat a lot, so I need to sell some paintings, guys. On that note, if anybody wants to check out the... Did you like the lead-in? Did you like it? Teenagers eat a lot. We need it. We got stickers. We're getting old. We're getting old, but these stickers are not. These stickers are not. And just so y'all know, we have stickers in the shop. They're only $1, $2, $3. We got holographic ones. I did this like little one-piece sticker in the shop. We got prints in the shop. There's this painting in the shop. If y'all haven't seen this painting, it's also in the shop. I did it for Red Rocks. Boom, boom, boom. This one too. This is also in the shop. We got magnets, refrigerator magnets. Y'all didn't know y'all stumbled in my store. These are refrigerator magnets made by Morphous Art for you. You could put stuff. There you go, bro. Or you could buy them on my shop right there, Kenny. We have so many things happening this week. This is in my shop, if you didn't know. I made this pen. Meow. I know it looks like a Mario thing, but it's actually from a painting I painted. We got pins in the shop. And the shop prices right here in this shop are super low compared to anywhere else. Just like this swamp, there's Bowser. I painted Bowser playing piano. And then on the back, you guess it, Jack Black. This pin is in the shop right now, I think for $30. That's right, guys. That's why you came to Whatnot. We know you came here to shop. Well, I want to help you do that. Love you guys. Thanks for the support, always. If anybody's interested in this swampy painting, it's catching your eye, let me know. So I can definitely put it on display next week at the art show. But this one, you can save it from that. It's fate. You can decide it's fate right now. Like, no, it's not going to the art show. It's going to my house. It's caught my eye. Does it remind you of Swanee? Does it remind you of the bayou down in Texas where we grew up, Kenny? Kenny's from Texas too. We both are from the same spot. And, you know, shout out Mr. Wiggins here, Chief Wiggins. He actually was one of the first people to help me do what I do, which is go travel around with bands and sell my art, set up a little table sometimes, a little booth, and at festivals and things. And he would come out and help me sell my stuff when I was just a young art, just a beginner, just getting my feet wet. And oh, Kenny, love you so much. Can never thank enough the people that helped you at the very, very beginning, like when nobody was there and you weren't even selling shit and you were just trying. Those people, damn. If it weren't for those people, you probably wouldn't even think it was possible. You know what I'm saying, Kenny? I probably wouldn't even think I could do this if I didn't have people like you in my life back then. That's some real shit. Love you, Kenny. Andrew Calhoun, good evening. Good to see you again. Thank you for coming back. This is swamp world here. In this swampy world we live in, there's only one thing to do. And that's paint a swamp. And if you've been catching these swamp pieces all week and you wonder what the hell am I doing, I'm going to a swamp, you guessed it. Gotta get over to Florida on Wednesday, start setting up. We're gonna build a secret art installation for the festival. The festival doesn't even know. But we got a plan. Make a little party spot. Gracie 2186776. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Fucking up names left and right, Gracie. 7676. Say it right, Chris. I feel like it's talking to me, but I'm not sure what it's saying. It's like what I think of the music right now. Anybody else get that? All right, for sure. Love you, bro. What's up, Nicole? Nicole MCL42266. Thank anybody just coming through. Check out the art. I appreciate y'all just looking. This painting started not too long ago. Getting close to the finish. A little bit. We gotta put something on this lily pad. We're gonna put some wave lines, some little highlight waves around some of these things here. Right on. How's homework going? Is it due tomorrow? Is the real question. Is it due tomorrow? Do you have to have it done today? Tonight, basically. And if you do, good luck. Hopefully it's not that much. Tam glue? What is Tam glue? I know someone named Fam Goo, but I've never heard of a Tam glue. I want to know what Tam glue is. What's up, Tam glue?
Good boy, Chanty.
Been doing dog training here too today. Gotta get no dog trained. They don't always want to listen. You gotta really give them enough treats to make them do what you want to say. That's the real trick to dog training, is the funny part. Once they really learn, it's like, just know how to give your dog enough treats till they do whatever you tell them. Hayes Yami's paper. What's up, T-Say Chimuk? T.S. Chimuk. Hayes Yami's paper and crate. What is the paper and crate? Tell me about this paper and crate. And is it crate? If anybody's really into some weird music, you came to the right spot. Thanks. Yo, yo, yo. Bob Ross is my favorite artist of all time. I'll never stop saying it because it's true. If it wasn't for Bob Ross, no Chris Morphus. Straight up, I would not be the artist I am without that man. Deep in my life. And you know what the funny thing is about that, Kenny? Is it's that one Backwoods Music Festival, 2018, driving overnight up to Arkansas from Houston, watching the fucking Bob Ross documentary, bro. That's when I saw that shit. I swear to God. I don't know if you remember this, but I watched this documentary on Bob Ross tripping balls, driving down the road like I like to do. And I'm on the way to this festival because I like to trip before I get to the festival. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already ready. And I fucking put on this Bob Ross, YouTube documentary. Blows my mind. Just completely fucking changes my whole perspective of who Bob Ross was. Watching like exactly what he did, well, to become who he was or whatever, and all the bullshit he had to go through, and how hard it was, really, and how much people took advantage of him. It was wild what he did. Number one artist all time, Bobby Ross. Because you know what the real deal is? He just did it for the joy of painting, man. Ag Fro 3, what's up? Yeah, he literally just did it for the joy of painting. Motherfucker did not care about the money. A lot of people talk a bunch of shit, but Bob Ross really just did it so he could teach people how to paint and make people happy through art. That's the moral of the story. It's like, you can fucking do all you want, become famous and make money and blah blah blah. But if you make people happy through your art and help them make themselves happy, you will be the greatest of all time. And that's what he did. That's what he dedicated his art and his life to. My favorite artist of all time. I need to get a Bob Ross tattoo. I fucking talk about him so much. Painting this shit. Look at my Bob Ross right here. I'm doing my best Bob Ross impersonation right here on the fucking right in front of y'all. Nah, Bob Ross couldn't paint this shit. Nah, he probably could. He just never did on his TV shows. That's what I used to think when I first watched Bob Ross. I wasn't a big, fan like I am now. I was like, man, I could paint that. That's not complicated. But it wasn't that. It was that you couldn't paint that. No, actually, you can't, because no one. To paint that quick is fucking hard as hell. You gotta be fucking like, even I can't paint that fast. I can paint acrylic paintings that look, pretty good, really, really fast like that. But it ain't like Bobby. Bobby Ross got that touch where you're like, yeah, you've done this 1,000 times. But I'm using a different paint too, so it's a whole different process on this end. I'm using acrylic. So it's different. Yeah, shout out Tipper. This is all these words out there where they're supposed to be, The cat sees the cat run. The dick eats a cat run. You left out a very important thing about it. Well, what is that, Mr. Romo? One thing that makes a pad different from an apartment is the stash. The stash. He ain't talking about a mustache either. Where's the stash, guys? Who's got the stash? Come on, bake that shit out. Let's go, guys. Stash. Do you understand what he means? Does anybody get it? The stash? And if you do, can you share it with me?
Stash. You sit there and you dig it. And maybe you get up. And maybe you get up inside it. And maybe it reaches out and grabs you. And it's weird.
Happy accidents all day. Happy accidents never stop. That's how I got this job.
Stash.
Yo, flag my show, guys. If y'all haven't already, I got other shows scheduled. Tomorrow we'll be doing an actual auction, like for real. Tonight I just had to really get this painting done for my art show, and if anybody want to buy it or auction it, bid on it, I was open to the idea. But tomorrow I'm gonna do a whole new little painting, a quickie, just for y'all. We'll auction it off. Start at 100. See where we go. Tuesday we're gonna do a blacklight canvas embellishment auction on the low, starting that one at like 25 something. So flag my shows. We got other shows coming up on Whatnot. Got to be on Whatnot to get on the show and bid and be part of it. If you're watching somewhere else, come on over to Whatnot. We want to be part of it. We want y'all to be part of it. We want y'all to see it. We want to fucking hang out and chill. Paint some shit. Have a good time. Leave you saying, what? No? Michael up. What's up? Michael up. Boy, you better Michael up. Yo, Michael up. We got 32 on the pre-bid. Thanks for somebody pre-bidding. I appreciate y'all. I don't even know how to look at pre-bids. Who knows? We could auction this off tomorrow if we don't get enough tonight. We'll see. Thanks, guys. It's getting late over here. Probably going to have to wrap it up soon. I'll be back on tomorrow. Doing stuff all week. Yeah, it's time for you to take over. Are you doing a show? I'm going to send them into your show. Everybody go follow Circus Freak. Circus Freak right there. Not only my good homie, business partner, we work together on a lot of things. She's got some amazing stuff that she makes. And y'all need to follow her too, please. Shout out Circus Freak. Am I not following you? I better be following you. Oh, fuck. Yeah, by the way, Chris, hey, you know I got a mirror right here. It's not right here. It's off to the side. I've got a mirror right there. So when y'all hear me saying these things, I'm not saying them to y'all. Y'all think I'm talking to y'all? Y'all wish. I'm talking to myself. And then it just happens to sound like I'm talking to you because I'm crazy. I literally just sit here and talk to myself all day, whether this fucking camera's on or not. So yeah, go follow Circus Freak Chris. You know, be a true friend. Feeling swampy over here. He's ready to go to the swamp next week. Oh, swampy vibes. All right, for real though. It's way past my bedtime, guys. I love y'all. Please go out and do a bunch of stuff tonight I would not do. And I'll see y'all soon. Frodo. I love that. Bye. Hey, let's go check out our homie. Oh, MC Danny Draws.